So Brian's still in bed, so I'm just gonna start this one out all by myself. Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen. I'm Jessica, and don't worry, Brian will be joining. He'll be telling you all the stuff he's eating as well. But our schedule has been a little bit different in the last few months. So we thought we would show you, we've really been trying to lose a lot of weight in the last few weeks, especially with our 10-pound challenge. So we wanted to give you an idea of what we've been eating during this little challenge to lose weight. So if you do not know who we are, there is another one of us. His name's Brian. He's about this tall. If you don't know who we are a couple. We live in St. Louis. We started a journey, which is now an adventure, 2 years ago to lose weight. And we did it by switching to a whole food plant-based diet. So if you don't know what that is, I will put some links below to more information and all that good stuff in the blog. We always make a blog post with mostly every video, and it always has a lot of extra info. So if you're looking for info, check out the blog. But we have lost 330 pounds combined so far. I have lost about, 130, and he is very close, you'll find out soon, to losing 200 pounds. So we have lost a ton of weight eating this way, and there's no huge secret to it. We just eat a lot of plants, for real. So today we're gonna show you what we've been eating to lose weight. And the reality is right now, with our current schedules and working from home and all that, Brian has been staying up a lot later and then waking up early. No, not waking up early, just kidding. I've been waking up early because I always wake up early, but he has been staying up a lot later and then waking up a lot later. Yeah. So I actually usually eat before he gets up, my first meal of the day. We've both been eating about 2 meals a day, although I'm not really sure what he's eating, to be honest, because we don't eat all our meals together right now. So first of all, I have some prep to do this morning. It is a Saturday morning, and we are out of most of our veggies that are prepped for salads usually. So I'm gonna get started with the prep, and then I'm gonna show you what I eat for lunch. We'll call it lunch, before he gets up, and then he'll get up and we'll see what he eats. So come along, join us. Come along and stay for the day. Okay, so I lied. Before I do the veggie prep for the week, I also am gonna take some vitamins and pills and things. So I've got this. This is my vitamin D, my iron pill, and my anxiety medication. So these are all things that I talked to my doctor about. Don't listen to us and take what, I'm not even gonna tell you amounts or anything like that, because it's not the same for everybody. I get my blood work done and I go based on what my doctor tells me to take. Later, I'm also gonna take a women's multivitamin, which I can link to if you guys are interested in which one I take. But yeah, gonna take these with a bunch of water. I always have my giant cup. This is a Which Wich cup. Yes, I haven't been to Which Wich for years, but I have a Which Wich cup. So yes, I'm gonna take these pills. This is also an opportunity to just drink a ton of water, right? First thing in the morning. And it's an opportunity for me to spill water on myself. Whoops. I'm very graceful, as you can tell. All right, so in a turn of events, I actually have to leave, so I'm super quick doing my lunch here, but Brian woke up and helped me out, and he's filming me now. So, thank you, Brian. Okay, so my lunch is going to be some spaghetti squash with the butternut cheesy sauce from Healthspan Solution that we love to make every week now. And then we've got this bean mixture. And I like to do this half and half and then mix it together as I'm eating it. So I'll heat this up and then I'll just stir in the cheesy sauce, and then I'll also add some of this. This is my new favorite hot sauce. So I'm gonna add that to the top and then mix it all and eat it and all that good stuff. Now, I also have a pita that has been toasted. This is from Trader Joe's. They're like whole wheat pita, and it has some more of the cheesy sauce, and then yes, the soy chorizo from Trader Joe's, which yes, I do know contains a lot of salt and oil, and it's just a tiny bit I like to sprinkle on the top, but you know, like, you can give me trouble for it, like, I understand. And the ice maker's going off, so it's making noises, but you can give me trouble for the oil and the salt. That's fine. Like, I just put a little bit on top sometimes. Brian's working on making me a version that doesn't have oil and salt and all that, but anyway. So I heat this up for like 60 seconds, and then it just is this nice, I toast the pita first in the toaster, and then it's just this nice thing. Check out the blog for more info. I'm also going to eat an apple. I have a Pink Lady apple that I have sliced up here using my little apple slicer, and yeah, that's just gonna be like my little dessert. But I have to get going, so Brian will be up next with his first meal of the day.
Hi, Brian here, and it is now my turn to eat my first meal of the day. Normally I eat around 2 o'clock. It is a little bit later than that now because today has been a very, very crazy day. But normally I stop eating around 9:30 or 10 o'clock the previous night, and then I start eating around 2-ish the next day. But like I said, it's a little bit later than usual. So for my first meal, I have something very similar to what Jessica eats, except I don't use the spaghetti squash. I used this lovely riced cauliflower, this sort of vegetable medley. It's got some peas and some other stuff in there. I actually really, really like this because, one, we can have a bunch of them in the freezer. They cook in about 6 minutes, and then I can just throw it together with something else, and it's absolutely fantastic. So the next thing that I am adding, though, is of course these beans that we have made, and these are not the chorizo beans that we had in a previous recipe. These are a special kind of bean. It's actually 15 different types of beans and legumes mixed with some onion and some red pepper and cooked in our Instant Pot. But the bag of these right here, you can see they're from Hearst. They are ham beans. They don't have any ham in them. They're completely vegan. They have a seasoning pack in there, though, that is like kind of, it's smoky and salty and stuff, but it is also vegan. Once again, no ham in it whatsoever. We've been having a little bit of trouble cooking them in the Instant Pot, though, because there's a bunch of different size beans and they kind of tend to cook at different rates, like when they're being pressure cooked. But every single time we've made these, they come out just amazing and like just super good and nice and thick and rich. And so I do like making these because, you know, it's also a lot of like biodiversity of different types of beans and legumes. So you're getting different types of antioxidants and whatnots from it. After that, though, we are adding in, this cheese sauce that Jessica makes all the time now. And this is a recipe that is from the Healthspan Solution cookbook. It is their Chipotle cheesy sauce, and it's just delicious. We absolutely love it. But after getting all that together, here, I'll bring it up to this is Jessica making it all look pretty, because once again, I don't make things look pretty. I just throw this all into a bowl and mix it up and then eat it. I'm efficient that way. But it looks fantastic. Good job, Jessica. I'm not actually going to add any hot sauce on this one like she did her thing, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm doing. And then finally, after all of that, I'm going to eat a banana and I'm going to eat an apple. And then that rounds out my first meal of the day. So I'm going to get to eating. Jessica has informed me that I'm not going to get to eating just yet because I have to take my supplements as well. I've got a multivitamin and a vitamin D capsule. I forgot amounts of what anything is, what's in what. She tells me to take them and I take them. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm gonna eat all this, take my pills, and then later on we will get to our salads. So that's what we have so far. This is our lovely salads that you just saw make. Yes, we do eat salad most nights, throughout the year. It's just one of those things that we do. You can eat a lot of salad, put a lot of stuff in it, and it all tastes really, really great.
But tonight we decided sometimes we just put everything into one giant bowl and mix it and then separate it, and then we'll put maybe the chickpeas we wait to put on the top till it's separated. So sometimes we use our salad chopper, chop up the lettuce. Sometimes lately we've just been kind of doing something like this. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is my favorite salad by far.
It's nice, it's creamy, got a little bit of spice, got that sort of cheesy bit from the nutritional yeast, and then all those crunchy veggies. It's a good salad, people. But I gotta say, today has been a sucky day. All right. So first off, I barely slept last night, and so I woke up at 6 in the morning. I woke I went to bed at 3, and I've just been tired. I haven't gone back to sleep at all. I've just been tired and cranky all day. But that's not the bad thing that happened today. Jessica, would you like to tell us what happened?
So this morning we got up and we were like, okay, we're gonna film the what we ate in a day video of what we've been eating to lose weight. And then
all super happy, positive stuff.
Yeah, and so in the beginning of the video you'll notice that I was like, yeah, I was my normal happy, positive, kind of crazy morning person. Then not to bring the vibe of the video down, but then my mom called and said that she was gonna have to take her dog Alfie in, which I consider to be our dog because he's just as much my, I was living at home when they got Alfie, and when he was just a baby. You knew him when he was just a baby.
Yeah.
And she was gonna have to take him to the vet and get him put to sleep. And the worst part is we just put their other dog Stella to sleep as well, months ago. 3 months ago.
There you go, 3 months ago.
3 months ago, I think. And so it's just been really, really hard. But it was time for Alfie to go. He had cancer, and it wasn't a positive life for him anymore. But having to make that decision is just the worst. And so my heart goes out to my mom and my dad, and we've just been, I'm just I was there in the room with her when he got put to sleep, and I just, it's really hard. It is it's like losing a member of the family. And Yeah, Alfie was such a good dog. He was such a happy little dog. Like never.
He was always happy to see us whenever we went
Yeah.
over, and he would just run around and waggle his little tail. And he
Yeah.
was just a good dog. He was a generally happy, good dog.
Yeah,
And
so-
I know we're talking about, people can get kind of weird about it when people talk about dogs like this, but I mean, we don't have children. We just have Oliver and Scout, and we've, haven't had to go through anything like that with them. And I have never had to put a dog down. Actually, any of the animals that I've owned have died of just natural causes, of old age or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's a crazy tough decision. But on top of that, because I was tired and cranky, and she was going through all of this emotional stuff, and I was feeling that too. It just led to us fighting today,
Yeah.
quite a bit, like nonstop for a good long while there. And part of that, I was tired, she was emotional, but part of that was just because I failed as a husband today, and I should have been there
Brian.
for her. And I should have been, tending more to your needs emotionally and stuff, and not just, caring about how tired I was and all of that. So I dropped the ball. That's on me.
But well,
She called me a Vulcan today.
sometimes I feel like he is a Vulcan.
It's because I keep my emotions in check extremely well, and also because I don't handle death very well. I really don't. Any time that I'm around death, I don't want to be around it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to go to funerals. I don't want to do anything of the sort. And so
So-
dealing with that would cause me a lot of anxiety
Yeah.
and stress and stuff. And so I just try to avoid those situations. But in doing so, I avoided helping her with her stress, her anxiety, her emotions, and I feel bad about that
Well, I mean,
now. Of course, back then I was being a narcissist and didn't care. I was like, no, my problems.
and so all of this kind of to say, I know this is a weird way to end a what we eat in a day video, but all of this to say, like, sometimes you're gonna have a stressful, emotional day, but if we hadn't had a plan in place for like the food for today, it could have just been
We
crazy.
could have been derailed.
I get emotionally, he just wouldn't eat at all, probably.
Actually, that's one of the reasons why I didn't eat so late or until much
Yeah.
later, is because I wasn't hungry. Because
Yeah.
whenever I'm hit with emotions, especially powerful emotions, I don't eat. I literally don't. I lose my entire
Yeah, you just
appetite, and I
won't
just
eat.
stop. I mean, I could have literally not eaten today,
No,
and I
I'm
would have
the
been fine.
opposite.
I would have been absolutely fine.
I right now, I just want like chocolate bars and like all kinds of things. But we had a plan in place and we're sticking with the plan. And that's the thing is, you're going to have days like that. It's not all smooth sailing in life, in marriage,
Yeah.
in, eating a whole food plant-based diet, like none of this. And so like, you really just, you can go one way or the other with it, and today we stuck on track, and I feel that's kind of one of the redeeming qualities of the day is like, okay, we still did good with our food and stuff like that.
Well, I still got to hit my goal for the
Yes.
by June 22nd,
Which
which will be tomorrow
tomorrow.
from this video, but
From
you won't
when
get the
you see
update
it, yeah.
until Wednesday.
Yeah.
because that's our posting schedule.
Yes.
But yes, Wednesday you will see the final conclusion to this last month of weight loss that I was trying to achieve, and I think I got it. I think
Yeah.
I got this.
So as far as what we actually have been eating for losing weight during this 10-pound challenge thing that we've been
Yeah.
doing, this is basically it.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that may happen on some days and probably won't happen today, after my salad, I might have some, just like an apple or another apple or some other kind of fruit.
Yeah, I might have another banana or something.
And then with Brian, sometimes though, then because his schedule, he stays up a lot later, he might get hungry later, and then he would eat some of those the raw
broccoli and cauliflower, and usually what I would do is to kind of keep I wouldn't put anything like the cheesy sauce or anything on it. I would do some mustard and nutritional yeast. So I'd mix up some mustard and nutritional yeast, maybe thin it out with a little bit of water or lemon juice or something like that.
But you don't cook that. You
No.
Yeah.
And then I just toss it all together in a bowl, make sure it's well coated, and then I go over and play video games or watch TV and eat my broccoli and
But
cauliflower.
You probably won't do that today
not
just
doing that
because
today.
you've eaten so late
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But that's basically what we've been eating. I've literally been eating like the same thing every day for I don't even know how many days in a row now, and it's exactly what you saw me eat today.
Yep.
The other thing I was having like my pineapple mango lime popsicles as after my salad. That's like the perfect little treat for me. But I ran out of those, so I don't have any of those. But that is something that I would, maybe like end my day with as well.
Also, I did want to say that just an extra little tip for me during this time. I've been drinking quite a bit of hot tea, and that's turned out quite good too. Today we have not had, well, I haven't had any tea. I think you might have had one cup.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we've been really enjoying some hot tea during this weight loss time as well.
Yeah,
But-
it's a nice little like another kind of treat, but it's not like
yeah, it doesn't have calories.
Yeah.
So well, it does
Well,
very small
yeah.
calories. But I think that we should probably get to our salads here and finish out this day
I'm starving.
and be done with it. So we can either get to sleep or whatever it happens to be.
I want to go take a bath.
yeah,
and
you're gonna
then
go take a
sleep,
bath.
and then wake up tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be a better day.
Yes, so please subscribe if you haven't done so. Click the subscribe button and the bell notification that is right next to it so you get notified whenever we post a new video. Also find us on social media, the Facebook, Instagram, any of those. You can message us on there. We do greatly appreciate that. And of course, like and share the video if you want to do so. It's entirely up to you, but we do also appreciate that. But I think that's all I got.
That's definitely all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.